Through the Bridging the Divide report, it talks about how in East Downtown in West Louisville, there are approximately 28 restaurants on a 2.4-mile strip on West Broadway. There is no coincidence that in this area, many people, up to 79% to be exact, do not have access to a car. However, these people never have to walk more than 1/10 of a mile to get to their next unhealthy food option, but have very little access to healthy food options or choices. In this area, there is only one Kroger, not really any other supermarkets for people to have options of purchasing healthy and more affordable foods. With that being said, we will be interviewing people from various places on this stretch of Broadway to see how often they eat at these kind of places, why they choose to eat at these unhealthy places as much as they do, and if they would change if they could have access to a vehicle. The goal of these interviews is to support our claim that West Louisville is indeed taking advantage of these people's lack of car access by continuing to put in these unhealthy restaurants when they could be implementing more healthier food options and more affordable food options for their people.
Here's McDonald's, Burger King.
This is the Taco Bell in West Louisville.
Alright, so how did you get here today?
Wow.
Okay, and do you have access to a car?
No.
How often, like per week, do you eat at restaurants like Taco Bell?
Probably every day.
Every day. Why do you choose to eat here instead of like going to a supermarket, buying groceries?
It's only me.
What?
I'm the only person in my household.
Okay. If you had access to a car, do you think you would make more trips to supermarkets to try to get a little healthier? And do you think it's fair that in West Louisville that there's so many restaurants like Taco Bell, fast food, and there's not that many supermarkets?
I think it's unfair.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
You get here today?
On the tarp?
Hey, do you have access to a car?
No.
How often, like per week, do you eat at restaurants like Taco Bell?
Not often.
Okay. Why do you choose to eat here when you do?
Just got the taste for it.
Okay. If you had access to a car, do you think you would eat here less and make more trips to places like supermarkets, Kroger,
Sure.
get healthier options? Okay. And do you think it's fair for West Louisville to have so many fast food restaurants in this area and not as many healthy options like supermarkets?
Yeah, I agree.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Through our interviews, we've talked to many different customers, all of whom ate at these fast food restaurants frequently, some even every day. The people all agreed that they felt somewhat taken advantage of and would choose the healthier food options if they had access to vehicles. We found that in the areas where the higher percentage of people did not have access to cars, these people were selecting unhealthy fast food options that much more than the people on the other end of Broadway. We noticed that many of the Tark stops along the strip, which are a lot of Tark stops, are right outside of the fast food restaurants, making these restaurants the most convenient food choice for these people rather than them taking a few extra steps to go to maybe the one Kroger that's on the strip.
Multiple ethical theories do apply to this situation, one of them being the stakeholder theory. From the business's perspective, they're operating in the people's best interest because they're providing restaurants where it's most convenient to the consumers, and they're always giving them close-by food options. And by putting their restaurants close to the Tark stops, they're providing easy and affordable food options for these people who don't have car access, don't have really any other option. However, from the consumer's perspective, these businesses are operating under the shareholder theory. They're worried solely about making a profit, and they're putting their restaurants in places where consumers have little choice but to eat there because of their lack of income and car access. And this is in turn taking advantage of the consumers and hurting their health.